The royal family has been the subject of controversial BBC documentary The Princes and the Press Trademark, presented by Amol Rajan. The first episode of the two-part programme, which aired on Monday, examined the relationship between the media and Prince William and Harry. It looked at how the princes have tried to manage the press and the tension between the roles they were born into and their desire for a private life. The documentary also revisited Harry Tm's unprecedented statement in which he accused the media of crossing a line with their coverage of his relationship with Meghan. He claimed in an extraordinary 2016 statement that there had been racial undertones to the press coverage and feared for Meghan Tm's safety. In the documentary, Sky News royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills recalled her surprise when the statement was first released. Ms. Mills said, "I was sitting at home, it was a weekday morning, and all of a sudden this statement drops in my inbox. And for a family, who we always hear that mantra never complain, never explain trademark, this was extraordinary." The Duke of Sussex, who at the time had only been dating Meghan for a few months, released the statement via a royal spokesperson. It was met with widespread surprise in the UK, due to its direct and outspoken language, a departure from the customary, terse royal communications. BBC royal correspondent Mr. Diamond said, "It was a hot tongue of flame, that statement, and that is not the way that a press advisor would have phrased anything. But Harry felt he wants to do it." The statement was also unique in its direct and public reference to the private life of a member of the monarchy. The statement claimed, "The past week has seen a line crossed. Meghan has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of it has been very public, the smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments." The palace statement also mentioned nightmarish nightly legal battles to keep defamatory statements out of newspapers, and Meghan Tm's mother Doria Ragland having to struggle past photographers to get to her front door. It ended with a call for understanding of the Duke of Sussex Tm's plight. It read, "He has asked for this statement to be issued in the hopes that those in the press who have been driving this story can pause and reflect before any further damage is done. He knows that it is unusual to issue a statement like this, but hopes that fair-minded people will understand why he has felt it necessary to speak publicly." The rest of the firm have been in tension with the BBC since the release of The Princes and the Press Trademark, and in a rare move Buckingham Palace, Clarence House and Kensington Palace released a joint statement criticising the show. The three royal houses said the documentary had made overblown and unfounded claims, and that it was disappointing to give credibility to such claims. The joint statement said, "A free, responsible and open press is of vital importance to a healthy democracy. However, too often it is overblown and unfounded claims from unnamed sources that are presented as facts, and it is disappointing when anyone, including the BBC, gives them credibility." The documentary had used first-hand testimony from royal correspondents and explored suggestions that negative stories about the royal family were based on information from people connected to other royal households. In response, the BBC said the programme was about how royal journalism is done and features a range of journalists and the newspaper industry. Jonathan Saccadotti believes the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have no right to feel aggrieved, given their decision to stand down as senior royals and move to California. William and Kate will join the Queen, Prince Charles, and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall at the 26 Colombian Pesos United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow between November 1 and November 5. He told Express.co.uk, "I think Harry and Meghan would probably love to attend COP26. They are keen to be seen as activists operating in the fields of all the most pressing social issues of our time. Obviously many people have called into question their sincerity on the issue of climate change in light of their extensive use of private jets, including recently when they flew back from their filming trip in New York, and before that when Harry flew in a private jet to go and play polo away from home. Nevertheless, he suggested the pair would be casting envious eyes across the Atlantic. He added, "I imagine that the ex-working royals, Harry and Meghan, would be quite jealous of their somewhat estranged family being so noticeable at a time like this, supporting an important cause they otherwise like to claim for themselves." Having stepped away from royal duties and having left the country altogether, they can TMT expect to attend important events and gatherings in the UK as they might have done had they stayed in the firm. I can TMT imagine they can attend as well as the rest of the family. That would be too awkward, and the reunion would totally upstage the event itself. At least if they are and TMT going, the planet will be spared the carbon emissions from their private jet journey. With respect to 26 Colombian pesos itself, Mr. Sacerdoti said the involvement of senior royals sent a clear signal of the UK TMS intentions. He explained, "It makes it clear that this is a cause they believe in, and one they want to be seen supporting." By having so many royals there, the UK not only shows its strength of support for the event and its aims, but also depoliticizes that support. Mr. Sacerdoti said, "The royal family are meant to be apolitical and their presence will simply indicate the UK TMS commitment regardless of politics. It TMS only right the head of state should be there anyway, as this is an important gathering hosted by the UK, and I think it sends a signal of how important the meeting is seen as being." Express.co.uk has contacted Archewell to offer a chance to respond to Mr. Sacerdoti TMS comments. COP stands for the Conference of the Parties to the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, setting the stage for all international cooperation on climate. The COP is the top decision-making body for implementing the convention and follow-up instruments, such as the 2015 Paris Agreement. Generally meeting once a year, the COP considers national reports on emissions reductions and other climate measures. Cabinet Office Minister Alok Sharma MP, is currently COP President-designate. In a foreword to a document published by the government entitled 26 Colombian Pesos Explained, he said, "At 26 Colombian Pesos, we will work with partners to take forward action on protecting and restoring forests and critical ecosystems, and we will champion the transition towards sustainable, resilient and nature-positive agriculture." 26 Colombian pesos needs to be decisive. Whether future generations look back at this time with admiration or despair, depends entirely on our ability to seize this moment. Let TMS seize it together. Prince William and Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, were part of the royal delegation at the COP26 Climate Summit in Glasgow earlier this week. With climate change and environmentalism causes close to the Cambridges' heart, their social media channels have been busy in recent days. Several posts of the Cambridges in Glasgow have been shared on Instagram, showing the couple as they chatted to delegates and environmental figures. Many of the pictures posted on the Cambridges' official Instagram account this week have been promoting William's Earthshot Prize Awards initiative. The Earthshot Prize Awards, which took place for the first time earlier this autumn, sees people awarded 1 million grants from the Royal Foundation to assist with tackling climate change. Among many snaps posted by the Cambridges this week, a particularly poignant photo has drawn comparisons to two other famous royal figures. The picture in question was captured when Kate and William had their backs turned to the camera while they met Earthshot Prize finalists. The Duke and Duchess caption read, "Fantastic to finally meet the Earthshot Prize finalists in person at COP26 UK. This week at COP we will showcase their incredible innovations to repair our planet." The Earthshot Prize finalists will also meet members of the Prize TMS Global Alliance, some of the world TMS largest corporations, philanthropists, and not-for-profits who will provide unparalleled support to the prize finalists to help scale their solutions. COP26. Royal fans may have made comparisons with the Cambridges picture and another posted on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's now unused Sussex Royal Instagram account last year. The account posted a picture of the Sussexes attending the Mountbatten Festival of Music at the Royal Albert Hall, with both Harry and Meghan dressed in red and facing away from the camera. Holding hands, smiling and gazing into each other's eyes in the snap. The Sussex royal picture attracted more than 1 million likes on the picture-sharing platform. Brand expert Nick Ada told the Daily Mail, "This behind-the-scenes almost candid image is one that we have associated with Meghan and Harry's most famous images. We have seen behind-the-scenes shots from pop stars coming off stage to actors taking a bow, etc. These are always candid moments that have an enduring appeal and bring a human touch to the image, which is something Meghan and Harry have done on numerous occasions. This image creates a very strong narrative, and I think we can expect many more of these types of images to be released in the future." The Cambridges are notoriously private about their relationship, opting not to hold hands in public or discuss their personal lives with the public. But there have been signs in recent weeks that Kate and William are now more willing to show public displays of affection. The official Cambridge Instagram account shared some behind-the-scenes snaps from the Earthshot Prize Awards back in October, which are perhaps evident that the Cambridges are now putting more of their relationship under the spotlight. With all of the pictures posted in black and white, one snap showed Kate and William smiling together as they walked through a curtain. And another sweet snap saw Kate placing a protective arm around William, as they smile at each other while speaking to attendees.